How to troubleshoot ozone generating tube problems at home. First, turn on the electricity and test the quality of the ozone generating tube. If you increase the ozone power, the value will become larger. If the power is turned down, the value will also become smaller. Prove that there is no problem with this ozone generating tube. For example, in the following situation, when the ozone power is adjusted to the maximum, the value will not change to the maximum power and make a harsh sizzling sound of electricity. It can be judged that the ozone generating tube is damaged and needs to be opened for inspection. First, remove the connection wire and ground wire from the power board. Prepare a good glass tube ready. Sealant, electric screwdriver. Then remove the 8 fixing screws of the ozone generating tube. Note: do not use excessive force. Carefully unscrew the white sealing plug. Remove the inner sealing ring. Also unscrew the white sealing plug and carefully remove the internal protective steel pipe. Then remove the 4 fixing screws of the peripheral heatsink. Open the heatsink. Check the internal glass tube for damage. If damaged, please replace it immediately. First, remove the sealing rings at both ends of the glass tube. Then wipe away the remaining glass residue inside to prevent further damage. Replace with new glass tube. Install the sealing rings at both sides. Check the position of the sealing ring. Clean the residue from the heatsink and then cover the heatsink. Fasten the 4 screws of the heatsink. Adjust the position of the sealing rings at both sides. Then check the internal sealing ring of the white sealing plug. Install the steel pipe to protect the inner glass pipe. Determine the front and back of the white sealing plug. Align hole position. Install carefully and gently to prevent damage to the internal glass tube. Reinstall the fixing screws. Note: it is best to fix the screws diagonally when fixing to prevent force deviation. After fixing the screws, carefully apply sealant on both sides. Prevent air leakage. After installation, we put a balloon on the air outlet to test whether there is air leakage. Inflate the air inlet again, then block the air inlet. Watch the balloon change. Here is no change in the balloon, which proves that the ozone generating tube has been installed. If the balloon gradually becomes smaller, it means that the ozone generating tube is leaking and needs to be reinstalled. Now, let's retest. The power is normal and the installation is successful.